If you have just received your biopsy report and wondering how to read it, well, you are not alone. I know reading biopsy report can feel overwhelming, especially with those complex medical terms. But by understanding your biopsy report, you will get to know what results actually mean and what all treatment options you may have. So let's go through it step by step. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Surbi, and in this video, we will talk about how to read biopsy report step by step. Let's start with what is biopsy. So biopsy is a procedure in which a small piece of tissue is removed from your body and examined under a microscope. It helps your doctor to determine whether you have a cancer or any other condition. Now, who writes the biopsy report? Biopsy report is written by a pathologist, a specialist doctor trained to study a tissue and cells under a microscope. They will examine the sample and describe what they see in detail. What is the purpose of this report? So this report helps your treating physician to decide on a management plan for you. In simple terms, it gives your doctor the evidence which needed to understand what is happening inside your body. How long does it take to get the report? Now the time can vary depending on the type of the specimen was taken. For small biopsies, it can take 2 to 4 working days, but for larger surgical specimen, it requires a longer period of time because it needs some special tests as well as additional studies to confirm the diagnosis. When you received your biopsy report, here's how to read it step by step. First section is about patient information, which includes patient name, date of birth, hospital name, as well as referring doctor's detail. Now each laboratory has a numbering system and each specimen is given a unique request number to matches your report accurately with your specimen. Now the next section is about clinical details and the procedure information. In this section, your doctor will write about your symptoms, your medical history, as well as provisional diagnosis which they are thinking before biopsy confirmation. They will also mention what the lesion looked like during the examination. So this information helps a pathologist to understand your story, and this is how your doctor communicate with the pathologist to provide a full picture. The report also mentioned what kind of procedure was performed. For example, the sample was taken by needle biopsy, punch biopsy, endoscopic biopsy, or some surgical excision. Now the next section is about gross examination. It simply means what pathologists can see with their naked eye when they receive the specimen. This section includes size of the specimen, color, weight, as well as number of tissue samples received. For example, if it is a small biopsy, then the size of the specimen will be around 0.5 centimeter. Also, the color and texture will be described. Pathologist will also explain some abnormal looking areas, normal looking areas, and they will also note any visible changes. If it's a surgical specimen, then this part is described in more detail, like the orientation of the specimen, tumor appearance, relationship with the surrounding structures, as well as proximity to the margins. Now the next section is about microscopic examination. In this section, describe what pathologist observes under the microscope after processing the tissue. They describe on how the cell look, what is the cell structure, what is the tissue pattern, any inflammation is present or not, and many more things. This section contains many medical terminologies because it meant for other doctors. If it is a cancer resection specimen, then this section is in much detail. They mention about margins, whether margins are involved or not. So if margins are involved, that means the tumor cells may present inside your body. Margins are not involved, that means tumor was fully removed. Then tumor stage. Tumor stage will tell how far the tumor has spread. Then the tumor grade. It will show how abnormal or aggressive cell look under the microscope. Then comes lymph node involvement. It will show if cancer cells were found in lymph node or not. And then it also includes some vascular invasion or nerve invasion. That means if tumor cells found in blood tubes or nerves or not. So all this information will help your physician to plan the best treatment or management for you. You may see some difficult terms like dysplasia, neoplasia, atypia, and necrosis. So dysplasia, that means cells are abnormal but they are not necessarily a cancer. Necrosis is area of dead cells in the tissue. Atypia, that means cells look irregular. It can be a warning sign but not necessarily a cancer. So you might see many medical terms like this in your report, but don't worry, your doctor will explain this for you in context of your overall health. Next section is about final diagnosis. This is the most important part of your report, which gives summary or conclusion of your report. Here, the pathologist concludes the final diagnosis based on all the findings. This provides the main answer your doctor will discuss with you. Sometimes in your biopsy report, additional information or comment section is included. In this section, pathologist might include some special test which is needed to confirm your diagnosis. diagnosis. Sometimes we need correlation with radiological studies, so that part is also mentioned in this section. At the end of the report, you will see pathologist's name, their qualification, and the laboratory details. Pathologists usually work behind the scenes, so as a patient, you might not meet them directly, so your treating doctor will go through your report and explain it to you. I have added a helpful PDF from the College of American Pathologists. You can download it and go through it for better understanding. It explains how to read your biopsy report in detail. So that's a step-by-step breakdown of your biopsy report and how to read it. But remember, you don't have to interpret it alone. You can consult your doctor and discuss your results with them. They can put everything together in context for your specific situation. If you like my video and want to know more about other lab reports, please check out here. I'll be sharing more videos and more simple explanation to help you make sense of your health reports. So please stay tuned for that.